Theme song.
Welcome back to Bound Earth, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Bound Chumley.
Harry Pearfellow.
Harry McClary from Donaldson's Dairy.
That book constantly made reference to Donald licking his chops. Which always, it just rings a little filthy to me, you know?
Hercules Morse, as big as a horse. What the fuck am I doing?
You're slaughtering moles.
Ah, right.
See, I was gonna say before we started this again, you should read or like, you know, just get a bit of a guide in you.
There's a bug over there. I'm gonna go get it.
Yeah, I can't remember what that thing does. I'm flying a bit blind. Too busy thinking about Louis C.K. masturbating.
What?
You know?
No?
Oh, excellent.
What happened?
Okay, so, and in a way, I'm kind of like jealous of these women because I've always wanted to see a chicken McNugget masturbate. Basically, Louis C.K. Okay, so like, ostensibly 5 women have said that like at some point Louis C.K. has asked, and then usually without really waiting for much of a response. Although like, okay, so this is the thing that complicates it. Like at least 2 chicks, he's kind of just said, "Hey, can I masturbate in front of you?" after a festival in a hotel room.
Okay.
And they've just started laughing, and I completely 100% understand that because you're the comedian.
That's funny.
I've, said exactly shit like this as a fucking joke, because I'm not gonna fucking, you know, just raw spank it like that without some kind of fucking, you know, this is that enthusiastic consent stuff.
Yeah.
Because the trouble with a lot of that is a horny woman becomes almost a mute, creepy retard, because they just crawl over you and don't say words much, you know? So sometimes that, like, they gotta say yes, it's like they're not saying it with words, but they're saying it with their filthy, filthy little hands. So, but like, if that's not happening, if you're the one doing the fucking, like, cranking it, then, you know, the fucking chicken better, like, you better get a clear yes.
Yeah.
You know. So he's basically just started beating off, and they've just laughed, like, and the thing is, like, the way they describe it, they were, like, laughing their ass off. And I kind of get that, because that's what I'd do.
Wait, where was he spanking it? Where were they?
They were in a hotel room.
Okay.
So he's invited them back to a hotel room after, like, a festival. So, like, again, you know, the difference between harassment and not harassment is just how successful it is, I've found. Like, because that's, you know, that's the reality. If people are happy with what happens, it's not harassment, you know. So, like, I'd regard that as, like, you know, I consider everything that Louis has done as being more personally pathetic as opposed to maliciously villainous. You know, like, I'd rate Weinstein as a fucking villain. That's a guy who got a punch in the fucking face because he's a dickhead and he's, you know, making everybody's life hard. This, even though it's happened, like, because he asked some chick on the fucking Chris Rock show if he could, like, masturbate in front of her in his office. And, you know, she kind of just said, yeah. And he did. And didn't touch her or anything, didn't, like, come on her or anything.
Yeah.
And then that was just kind of it. And it's like, okay, like, that's, you know, that's fucking weird, but again, from my perspective, I've done bar work, where the sexual harassment seminars are training how-tos.
Yeah.
You know, like, and I say that as a joke, but it's also fucking filthy. And this is not, and I really want to stress this part, this is not just a dude thing. Women who work in bars will do one of 2 things. Quit within 2 weeks, or they're fucking disgusting. Like, and that, again, no one gives a shit, because, you know, some drunk-ass, you know, woman grabs my dick, which, again, happened plenty of fucking times. I don't, you know, cry about it and then write a very big blog post 15 years later about how it was harassment. I just don't care.
I've been harassed.
Yeah, no, again,
Like, as a patron in a bar.
yeah, like, legitimately, like, probably the 3 legitimately fucked up things that I really, like, that actually sort of got on my nerves. Having to stop a woman from killing herself. Because...
What?
Yeah, that's happened 3 fucking times, man. I was going over this the other day, I was trying to remember it all. It was like, you know, you're laying in bed, just fucking minding your own business, you know, I think I was, fucking... I think I had the DS at the time, so I can't remember what I was playing, but I was playing something. And I just got a message on Facebook. I have my laptop there as well, because I'm in bed, so I need at least 3 screens, otherwise, you know, I'll go fucking kill you. And, you know, suddenly I'm just like, oh, I have to stop a girl from killing herself, because it's now just whatever. Her problems are now my problem. And, you know, I rate that as, like, slightly different, you know, and again, because I've had enough shitty things happen to me that I have a big, long scale of shit. You gotta heal George, man.
Yeah, I know. He's alright.
Okay.
He's alive.
Oh, he didn't die. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. Remember, like, I think it's like stun or spasm or something that
Flash.
fucks him up. Flash, right? Yeah. So I have like scales of shit. Like, I consider that different to the time I got a phone call and had to keep a woman from killing herself, and that's different, you know, to the time that someone was gonna try and cut her fucking wrists in front of me. Because I barely even knew that chick, but I managed to solve the problem because fucking, I don't know what it is, but I have a mad knack for talking down freakouts. Like, I think it's years of drugs. Because I've been through, like, fucking galactic quality fucking freakouts, like, and, you know, just shitty depressive periods. So, I know, you know, I know this, so I can, you know, I can fucking deal with it.
Which does that suck off the shield? What sucks off the shield? He's got a shield.
No. Psi Magnet absorbs, so go down, like, this not, it won't be an attack, it'll be an assist. Okay, she doesn't have it. She doesn't have anything that can get rid of shield. I think George has a weapon that can do it. So, his goods, I think he's got something in goods. Like the...
Time generator?
No, counter Psi unit. I think that might do it.
Alright, let's see what happens.
Because, like, I'm looking at these things of these women complaining about, like, Louis, and really, like, that one where he kind of just... Because I don't think he really waited for enough of a response from those two chicks. But again, like, you know... I've had people get their genitals out in front of me, so I just, like... And again, like... when you add the word festival, like, I immediately start picking people, you know, they're drunk, they're fucked up, they're probably being really fucking loose.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, exactly.
The idea that someone, you know, like, I've had a conversation with people who were fucking because I couldn't find the remote. Like, and that's just, like, you know, no one...
Fucking, alright.
No one in that was really all that perturbed by it. Like, and that's... You know, people can have just weird, different levels of closeness. Now, I tend to keep all that shit of mine very, you know, firmly locked down under my magnificent muscles. Because I'm aware that, like, a certain degree of forwardness and openness can freak fucking strangers out. But, like, after a while, you know, they get used to you, and then it's fine.
Hello, it's your dad. You've been out there for a long time now.
So, the one
it's none of your business, Dad. Fuck off.
Yeah. I'm trying to watch Louis C.K. masturbate, goddammit.
Yeah.
And fuck yeah, that, like... Because that is another not attractive dude, and his body is awful.
Oh god, yeah.
Like, it is just wreckage. Like, I think the fucking, like, surprise masturbating is, like, the most exercise he ever gets. I love body shaming dudes. And I don't mean, like, you know, not people who are trying to work out, or, you know, who are injured, or have a problem, or something like that. Like, that's fine. Because, you know, we all have problems, and you gotta work on them, and sometimes that just takes time. People who don't ever bother. Like, dudes who hate exercise. So, what the fuck's wrong with you? You disgust me, you horrid little jelly bean person.
Look, I don't like exercise, but after you do exercise, you feel fantastic.
Yeah. And it stops your body from being fucking crippled.
Like, what do we mean by, like, exercise here? Like, because I like walking.
Yeah,
Like-
walking's good exercise. Like, I'm not saying you gotta go fucking, like, fight a bear.
Yeah.
Like, hell, LARPing's good exercise. There's loads of things. Like, I think everybody, if they really explored themselves, would have, you know, a fun hobby they like, that they enjoy doing. That's a physical hobby. Like, I think everyone in them has some kind of physical hobby.
The day we can combine LARPing with, like, a small wearable HoloLens.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be
Like,
great.
and that can't be too, that's like 20 years, maybe.
Wayne brought over his HoloLens the other day.
Oh, you can't. I wanted to fucking see
It's
that.
not fun.
Isn't it?
The depth of field is so small.
Oh, yeah, because he's got one of the...
He's got the first prototype.
the first, alright. Yeah.
Like, it's...
Because that's why it didn't get released.
It looks like, basically, imagine a phone in your hand, the screen of a phone in front of your face.
So just,
like, that's that small.
Yeah, no, it's got to be full.
Yeah.
It has to be
like,
full.
I was a bit drunk as well, so it wasn't the
You're
best for
also
me.
awful with these things. Like, the PSVR made you sick.
Oh, yeah, dude. That thing was...
I don't think
good.
the future's for you, Aaron. I think
No.
we're gonna, like, send you back into the Stone Ages.
No!
So,
I don't trust that rope, man.
I really need, like, a totem pole of Louis C.K. jacking it. Just... like, because that's such a weirdly specific thing. So, like, I think those girls have a legit complaint, but also, you know, you're laughing your ass off at him. Didn't touch you. Yeah, well, that's the weirdest fucking part, right? So, because again, I rate this as sort of pathetic.
Oh, yeah.
Like, this is indicative to me of such a weak and just really depressing internal sort of problem that Louis has, that I can't do anything but feel fucking sorry for him. Like, this is the only way, like, And like some woman on Twitter was, you know, going on about how this is power or something because, you know, her insight of the male perspective is built entirely out of listening to women talk about the male perspective. It's like, none of this is about power. This is... Because she was talking about, like, he didn't use a prostitute because it has to be power. No, he didn't use a prostitute because prostitute's the sexual equivalent of your mum saying you're cool.
Yeah.
Like, it's meaningless.
I pay for a prostitute, aren't I cool?
You know, yeah. Like, nothing...
sex.
No acceptance of prostitute's gonna give you means anything. Good God.
The thing is I don't understand is, if you ask, hey man, can I masturbate in front of you? And you say yes.
No, yeah, here's
like,
the part.
That's...
Well, I mean, like, because she's... You know, she describes, like, there was a culture that sort of made her say yes. And, like, to a degree, like, maybe, but also, one chick, like, one of the later ones was he asked, and just the chick shut him down. Just said, don't you have a wife and kids? And he blushed and ran away. So it's like, I just... You know, until I get some... all these accusations are that. Like, him asking to masturbate in front of somebody. And then, you know, one of them said yeah. Two of them kind of laughed their ass off at him. And I don't know how the fuck you're supposed to finish jacking off while women are laughing at you.
Yeah,
like,
that's a bit tough.
That's fucking... And again, it just screams like this person is just pathetic. Like, there's no even possibility for self-love, you know, in his head. And I know what that feels like. Like, that's a... And, you know, again, it's that thing of every... fucking half-witted, you know, pseudo-woke woman thinks that it's all 100% every guy feels powerful, and it's like, no, you're a fucking retard. Like, I've lived huge chunks of my life where I knew, not believed or thought or assumed, knew that I was too ugly to ever be loved. And I see a lot of that in this sort of behavior. Like, because he needs to do...
powerful when I have sex. I'm just thankful I had sex.
Yeah. he needs to do something where... You know, he's either gonna get acceptance for being fucking as weird and as gross as he sees himself, or the repulsion he gets is gonna be more related to the context of what's happening than how, you know, his own sort of grim, tragic self-fucking image.
Aw, shit.
That's the, I think it's pathetic. Like, I don't think it's good behavior. I think this is actually the kind of thing that you could fucking get real treatment for.
Oh, yeah,
like,
sure.
Not specifically masturbating in front of other people, but like the root problem, you know, like the actual internal fucking error that makes him just...
bye, Jerry.
Save Jerry!
Is he dead? Like...
I don't know.
I can still use it.
That's weird.
I don't think I have anything to get rid of the... it's PP. Oh wait, yeah, they do. He's got no HP.
No. Life up. Try life
there
up.
There he goes.
No, there he goes. Fight.
It's got like no health. There we go. Yeah!
Because now I think Jerry gets a little, like, 1 HP back or something, because he just has to be functional. Oh no, he gets to be dead.
Shit.
Do you have anything to get out of here?
I have a wet towel.
Yeah, that probably ain't gonna help. Alright, look, I'm not gonna lie, this is unfortunate.
I don't even fucking... I'm
Do you even remember how to get out?
3 guardian moles. I've killed...
Alright, talk to these guys. I think one of these guys can get you out. Yeah. Now, just use him and get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, alright.
And then go to a hospital and heal the fuck up.
Okay. Goods.
Exit mouse. You gotta exit with me, Jerry.
There you go. Elaine took it. Now use the exit mouse!
That's the thing, like, one... And, like, I can kind of understand, like, fucking, you know, the Chris Rock show, like, maybe she's... But again, this is stuff to do with perceptions. Like, maybe you think the comedy, you know, the low-tier comedy writer whose name meant nothing in, like... You know, this is the Chris Rock show. This was ages ago. This was before anyone gave a shit about fucking Louis C.K. Maybe you thought he was, like, some big deal. Maybe he didn't. Like, it's like how I'm big, and I forget that. You know? I forget...
You're a large man.
Yeah, and I look, and I, you know, and look... I'll put a picture of it up on Twitter. Like, that picture of me when I was really skinny.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Remember? Like, yeah, that was when my adulthood sort of was, you know, I was 22 in that. Like, 21, 22.
Yeah.
So I'm a fucking adult. You know, this isn't like just, I'm 17, 18. No, I'm fucking 4 years of, you know, living away from home and fucking somehow buying Vegemite and weed at the same time. Don't combine the two, doesn't work.
Weedie-mite.
Yeah, Weedie-mite does not work. Maybe I didn't have enough weed. So I just tried to put like a 25 chop in with some fucking, it was just so bad.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, like, Vegemite's already strangely marijuana-y.
Yeah, because it's fucking yeast extract.
Yeah, oh god.
It's fucking gross, but I like
Hateful discharge, but it's so healthy.
Oh Wait, I'm looking for a hospital, not a hotel.
Yeah, you gotta
There
get
it
your
is,
ass to
up the
fucking...
top. Do I have any money?
Oh, they got a phone at the hospital.
Yeah.
Do they have an ATM? I can't remember.
I don't know.
Ebola!
No problem here,
man.
except for Jerry being fucking dead.
Yeah. Just gooey CK masturbating away. That should just be, like, you know what? Like, we should all just agree that we'll accept him back into the world if his whole next special is just him masturbating in front of an audience for like half an hour to get it out of his system. That should be his next stand-up special. Just not even jokes, because he is the joke.
Yeah.
We're gonna sit and watch this
Can we
fucking...
put him in a box too?
Maybe a glass one?
Yeah, a glass box.
Yeah,
that's
like
what
a
I
big
want.
glass, like a glass prism almost. You know, like a fucking cube that's on its point. And he's just on this invisible, like, this fucking plastic clear chair. So you can see his sad, pudgy body smushed up against the perspex.
I
And
saw a photo of this, like, old Indian man.
heal up and, like,
just
are you completely
sitting-
healed?
I'm going to the hotel now to get pee-pee.
Oh, right, yeah.
I saw this photo of this Indian man sitting some airport or something. I don't know. And it was just in this big glass box. He had his shoes off. And the caption was, "Use space stone on the poor guy." And I just lost my shit, dude.
That could be... I'll produce that, Louis, like, for you. I'll do that for free. I'll do that for fucking free. I will absolutely produce your next stand-up special. It can just be called Oopsie. 30 minutes. And, you know, it's okay if it's not all one wank. Spread this out.
Oh, this is a pricey hotel.
Yeah, you're in a fancy place,
Like,
man.
I'll sleep outside on the
you know, you
ground.
don't get... The ground's not a hotel. You're not
It could
allowed...
be.
There's no fucking...
I haven't seen any cops yet.
No, the
No one can come and arrest me.
ground's welcome mints are all cockroaches. Taste like almonds.
Fuck yeah. I saw a phrase the other day that was like, "My almonds are activating," and it's really stuck with
Damn
me.
it. I hate that stupid crap, but so every now and then one of them just like, it's like a little tiny dagger just slips under the fucking armor and...
Wait, I've already got full PP.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
shit.
You can never stuff enough butterflies into your pee hole. So yeah, like
Your through stretching is a bad deal.
one chick says that he was like talking to her on the phone and then started talking about fantasies and then it clearly sounded like he was masturbating. I'm not sure what masturbating sounds like. I really hope women can't just hear men masturbating really well like cats or some shit, because then I gotta apologize to a lot of housemates.
Yeah.
And I don't, like, you know, no one told me, so I don't really feel like this is my fault
unless
exactly.
you got
like,
your hand like dipped in so much lube that it goes like.
see, I don't even need the lube.
No, I don't use lube.
Just go raw.
That's
Gotta
right.
raw dog that shit. Fucking, you know, I do chin-ups. I got calluses, man. Getting a fucking wristy from a tradesman, it's fantastic. It's texture. It's like an acrylic. Get to fucking acrylic.
You reckon, like, because you can get molds to make, like, molds of your own dick. You
Oh.
might get, like, molds to make your own hand, to, like, jack it with a fake hand.
I think that's putting extra steps into a circumstance that don't need it, but okay. Would you fuck a fleshlight of your own butthole?
No. I would,
Because that's less gay than fucking your clone.
it's true.
It's just a fleshlight. It could be of anything.
I don't particularly like things going up my butt.
Well, no,
so
it's not
I'm
in your bum.
Yeah, I know, I'm
It's
just
not-
saying. I can't imagine fucking something up the butt would be pleasurable.
See, I've never done anal either, because like the vagina's right
I've done
there.
it. I did not
Just
enjoy
seems like
it.
a lot of effort.
I did not enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like, unless the person's been doing it for a while and their butthole's not, like... It was tight, dude. Did not feel good.
It's weird, because that sentence doesn't normally go like that. Normally tight is prized.
Yeah, not with this one.
Because I knew a girl that, like, you know how some people, like, grind their teeth when they're nervous?
Yeah, yeah.
She did Kegels.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, it was fucking nuts, like...
Oh, fuck off.
What? I didn't
What
even
the
know that
fuck
was a
even
thing.
is that? Alright,
Oh, okay.
Scorpion.
I don't think I've ever seen this enemy. I think I've gone this entire fucking game without ever seeing Scorpion.
Well, hopefully it doesn't fucking poison me.
Because if a chick's been doing Kegels, that shit's got, like, fucking grip, man.
Yeah.
Fucking a muppet.
I don't want someone to grip their ass while I'm fucking them.
I still maintain that that's kind of part of the point.
Hmm.
Grip it and rip it.
Ugh.
Time to duel. I can't remember. Are those the same
There's another
ones?
one. Oh, what the fuck? Fuck off, ball. Time to duel is Yu-Gi-Oh.
Okay, what's grip it and rip it? Is that Beyblades?
That's Beyblades?
Beyblades has the most
let it rip.
hilarious fucking canon, like... Because Moses is in there doing
for
shit with Beyblades, I think.
Fuck's sake.
This is incredibly funny to me. There's no map.
I know, I can't remember where the fucking hole is.
Okay, it's closer to the far right. Like,
shit. Who's Elaine? All right, have a wet towel, bitch.
wet towel. Moisten yourself.
Yeah.
So, like, the festival chicks, I think, have a good fucking argument that, like, what Louis C.K. did was, like, fucking gross and retarded. But, like, you know, you asked a chick to masturbate in front of her, and she said, yeah, so... I mean, I don't get what the point... Well, I just... You know, I want to empower women at the point where it matters. You know, I don't see the value in empowering someone to fucking complain about something 15 years later. You know, I'd rather you be powerful enough at the time to go, wait, fuck off, you fucking weirdo. Because that's useful, that's power. That's, you know... It's like me designing an entire martial art that allows you to cry about getting beat up 10 years later. Like, that's not the fucking point. Like, you know, so I'd rather you fucking, you know, because one chick did, just told him to fuck off and he fucked off. So I'm like, alright, well, you know. You don't get arrested for parking out front of a bank and thinking about robbing it. So, like.
Oi, you little shitbag. I've killed 2 moles, I think.
I'll look up a map, let's not- I don't- like, this is- there's fun stuff in video games, and then there's wandering around a fucking brown maze trying to murder moles.
It's a mole hole.
This is your experience of anal sex. We're reliving Aaron's journey into anal.
Fucking, I could make a game on my exploitations of life.
I don't want to play that.
It's the game of life, you roll a 5 and get crippled, do not cross go, do not get $200. I laughed, but it hurts.
Like... And again, like... A lot of this power that people give others is just purely perception. Like, you know, oh, he's big and so fucking what? Like, I mean, I don't know, maybe he legit, like, fucking abducted, you know, interns and locked them, like, you know, if you're locking doors and jacking off in front of someone, alright.
That's a bit, yeah.
That's a line you absolutely know you are crossing, you know? Because again, like, the difference between my grotesque drunk behavior and my excellent, talented flirting is literally nothing. It's
the same thing.
Yeah, the second one was effective, that's all. So why would I change? Because sometimes it works. And if it doesn't work, then that's fine. I don't expect you to fucking touch me. I'm not a fat girl. I fucking hate that. Like, and it's not like there aren't loads of dudes who love fat chicks, man. Like, that's, you know, I've been jacking off to internet porn since you could get pictures. And, like, Mosaic. You know how hard it was to load a titty image on Mosaic? It'd come through usually with fucked up colors.
Oh, dude. Old internet.
And, like, yeah, and fucking, you know, there'd be, like, front, anal, and then fat girls was usually the 3rd most populated one. Like, fat girls were around before the fucking lesbian sections even kicked off properly. Which is, you know, madness. Okay, EarthBound... mole map. That's it.
Mole map!
Yeah. Oh, okay, we've actually got some decent fucking pictures. Oh, that's good.
It's always a crapshoot looking up old games, like, for maps and stuff, because...
Every now, yeah, no, because the only reason I still do it is because every now and then they're just literally amazingly brilliant, genuine fucking maps that you can look at and go, oh, I know where to go now. And the rest of the time it's a fucking shit fight.
Generally, old Zelda maps, not fun.
So fucking vague. Alright, so you went down a ladder. Alright.
I think I'm going the right way.
Yeah, I think I might know where you are.
Sweet! Thirsty coil snake. See, that's just what all these men are these days. They're just thirsty coil snakes. Hoping to get some sugar cane.
And like, cause like, you know, he got shut down once and didn't appear to do anything. Like, it wasn't some weird reprisal, like, he didn't... So, you know, I just get to thinking like, okay, was this just a fucking easy option that nobody thought to take? Like, hey, can I jack it in front of you?
No.
Fuck no. Okay. Like, you know.
I'm above the ladder.
Fuck, dude, that's, you know, like... See, there's this... did you go down a ladder? And then up another one?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've come back up into the upper area. Alright.
Ah, there's another ladder.
Okay, that one goes down.
Yeah, where's this guy?
So, okay, wait.
Ah, this is the new area.
Go up
Holy
again.
crap. Go up? Okay.
Yeah.
fuck
Okay,
off.
so...
Damn snake watching me. Oh, now there's a beetle.
Okay, I think I know where you are. Okay, go down. Alright, so
Alright,
hang
I'm
on.
down.
To ladder B. Alright.
Down, like, oh, look, there's one of the moles I have to kill. My strength falls between the second and fourth strongest masters. You want to test me? Yeah, well, I've already beaten the strongest one, so... Have some flash.
Alright.
bitch.
Fucking, it says ladder B at the top, and then it, like, fucking... It turns into colors, which is not fucking helpful. Like, it doesn't, there's no association. It's like, is A fucking... You know, ladder A. Oh, okay, great. Where does that go?
I cannot hit him with physical attacks.
That's unfortunate.
That's a bit. Bill.
What did I say you were going to ladder B? Alright, where's...
So...
Oh, wait, yeah, I think I know where you are now.
Gorge is just fucking useless here.
Okay, wait, what has he got? Go to goods. Oh, okay. Does he have the bottle rockets or something?
Yeah, he reflects them.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, they're counted as physical. That's what I did last time. He reflected the bottle rocket at me and fucking nearly KO'd me.
Woo!
So, he doesn't have much health. Like, 2 beta freezes fucks him up.
So, you're there.
Okay.
So, I think, like... I think these are two versions of the same map.
There was
Yeah,
a mole above the dormouse things. Remember what the dormouse said. Don't fuck heads.
I mean, like, 'cause at the end of the day, I don't think that
No.
this is villain. You know, I think this is just kind of fucking sad. Like,
Oh, he's a very sad man.
yeah, like, dude.
I mean, look at him.
Yeah. It's one of those ones where it's like, huh, the sad guy who goes on about what a sad weirdo he is all the time on stage for money is a sad weirdo. Huh. That's weird. I guess that's that hiding in plain sight that
Yeah.
we should fucking pay more attention to.
No. Yeah.
You know. So, I don't know, like, you know, ladies, you gotta fucking, what would princess feminism say? You know, you gotta fucking say no to the people who ask to masturbate in front of you. Anything they do after that that's dicky? Alright. A100, you've got a fucking case, and that person should probably
Yeah, like
be.
if I say, hey, come masturbate in front of you, you say no, and then I just start jacking it.
Yeah,
like,
then that's, you know, yeah.
That's not okay.
Hell, I'll back you if you stab the cunt. Fucking, you know, I've said to women, carry a fucking knife. You want to actually feel safe,
Or a
carry a knife.
taser.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to get that. I'd go knife. Small, very sharp, very pointy.
I like shocking. Johnny Knoxville getting hit by all those tasers is one of my favorite things ever.
Him and Steve-O are just the perfect people, because I've known people like Steve-O who have that kind of weird, rough, Beavis-y voice.
Yeah.
And their pain is just absolute top-tier pain. It's
Johnny
just-
Knoxville
it's
has
just the
great
best.
expressions. He's very expressive.
Like a trailer park Jim Carrey.
Holy shit, yes he is.
Like, and this is almost worse. Like, if you discover, you know, if it turns out your father's like the most notorious pedophile in the world or something like that, you can just write that person out of your life. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not saying that's gonna be a fun afternoon
No.
for you, but it, you know, it's you can just delete that person. If your dad's just like kind of healing B, I think. Like, if your dad's just like, you know, like Louis C.K.'s got like 2 daughters, and now they know, like, they're gonna be teenagers and know that his dad was kind of like, you know, sort of like with EarthBound. He was like, you know, you're just walking through a hallway and then suddenly there's a flash. It's like, dun 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 dun. Louis C.K. appeared and he's just masturbating, yeah. Fucking a horny loser comedian has appeared.
Wait, I can...
Louis. How quick was this? Like, how... Fuck, man. How do you finish that quickly when people are laughing at you? That's insane. It's gotta happen. Louis C.K., 2018. Oopsie. Him in a Perspex cube, just masturbating while we all laugh and throw fruit. Tig Notaro can be on the front fucking row.
gonna open this present, ladies and gentlemen, and we will return because there was a tenny inside.
Keep It Classy is proudly sponsored completely by its fans. We thank you for your support.
It expanded somehow. I'll have you know